Freemasons run the country. Just kidding. How are you all tonight? Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty then. Have you all been doing well? I hope so. Glad to see those of you who are here. You've been asleep due to narcolepsy. Oh my gosh, I didn't know, Eric. Well, I'm glad to see you're awakened, alive. I'm glad to see you're able to exist, 190 isn't saying, I know it was sheer. Oh man. I really didn't expect to get this far way back in at the end of the 2020 season when everything was going to hell in a handbasket. I just didn't expect. I don't know. I didn't think about it. It never felt like it was. I don't know. What's a good way to put it? Like, things just sort of get out of hand, And yeah, here we are, 190. I almost got the title number wrong as well. I was it's supposed to be. Oh, and for some reason it didn't save. Crap! Did it not save what I'd done? 189. Holy crap. Okay, so it didn't save my thumbnail, which is an absolute travesty. Base, okay. Well, whatever. I'm changing the title. Insert Snappy title here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I didn't expect it to be this long and this far because, like, for the most part, I was kind of just doing this for fun. And then it became more, like, in-depth, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know what to do. I won't know what to do when I'm done with this place. Because then I won't have anything that, like, I don't know, I guess I'll have to, start another base. Who the hell knows? Such is life, I suppose. Okay. So, I didn't really 100% finish what I was doing on this place, but I kind of ran out of, like, ideas for what to do on it. So I'm just going to sort of let this place cook on the back burner, in the back of my mind. I got a decent little amount of, like, starting space, you know, this little area. I've got a lot of bits to make on all this. And then in here, and this area sort of needs more love. And then it just kind of runs off in different directions. And you can go over here, and then you can get this nice sky bridge look over the whole place. So, you know, for now, I think that's fine. What was it? It was a little animatic. I don't think I can show it off. Ooh, maybe I can. Ooh, let me do, I guess, another media source. Yeah, that'll do. Minecraft thingy. Okay, this was something I got from Poncho Hamster. It was actually quite cool, and I kind of wanted to mess with it. Here we are. Ooh, is this thing gonna play? Yeah, that's it. Add these to your world section. It was a fun joke that I kind of like got the idea for. And so I'm thinking that's probably something along the lines of like that's inspired me to do something. Not necessarily to make a weed farm per se. That's not really like, you know, that's not really what I wanted to do. It was more the idea of like there are these, so the entire base doesn't really have a what I would call sustainable sort of, you know, where are they getting all of their materials from? That thought has kind of like sort of persisted in the back of my head. And so I'm like, well, you know, theoretically, you would have, you know, some sort of like, we've got the farming area over this way. Way over here. And so we've got like stuff of that nature with that, you know, we got some industrial processing for this. We've got, you know, vegetables and other things being grown here. But I feel like more materials need to be like cultivated, you know? I feel like this isn't inherently enough. Hydroponics, kind of something like that, but maybe not necessarily like hydroponics per se. I'm thinking more along the lines of like a facility that processes things. That's not really like easy to encapsulate. Didn't have the creativity to work on something in this song. Well, I'm unfortunately finding out, TCG Cosmic Idiot, thank you for your donation too, by the way. I'm kind of finding out that I've really not got, you know, super amounts of power and spark to just plug away at something forever and ever. Like, I've kind of begun to realize that at some point my creative abilities do tap out. The gas definitely gets out of the tank eventually. And it's just kind of how it is. But for now, I think a good idea for this building specifically is that if it was a processing facility of some kind, that would work. I think that could go a long ways. Oh, So I've got like multiple different slots or rooms that I can fill and have these areas do something. You know what I mean? Yeah, refinery. Yeah, a lot like that, you know? Ah, the hell with this. Let me just get this part taken care of. There we go, that's much better. So yeah, red light district. Ooh, I don't know that I want to do a red light district. I'm not going to be I'm not gonna lie. That sounds really funny. But at the same time, I don't know that that's something I want, you know? I might keep this more, I don't know, objective. Less of a tee-hee, wink, wink, nod, nod, you know, wink and a nod type thing. I deserve this creativity. Well, thank you so much. I never know what to think or what to say when people are all like, oh my god, you're a god, you're a this, you're a that, you're a genius, you're a this. I'm just like, I throw blocks together in Minecraft. It's not that special. It really isn't. But everybody seems to think that it is, so I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one who doesn't see it the way that they should. But whatever, I appreciate any love and support anyone's willing to give. There we go. So I kind of want these cubby hole areas to sort of stand more on their own. And be... I don't know, what would be a good way to describe this? Sort of be, like, important. You know, I have found in the last several days, weeks, months, that my vocabulary and my ability to express myself, I don't know if it's because I'm streaming and I'm distracted, or if, like, I'm getting old, but my ability to, like, express myself has gone way, way, way down. And I'm just, like, I routinely find myself floored by just suddenly brain fog. I don't know what it is, what is wrong with me, like, it's kind of obnoxious how it just seems to follow me like a bad odor. I can't do anything about it, though. I think it's my lack of exercise. Ever since I really became a YouTuber, I haven't been getting as much exercise as I had been years prior. And I think that is really starting to get to me, especially as I've gotten older. I'm older than 30 now. And when you get to be about 30 and older, you know, your health goes downhill. You get more and more out of shape. You're not in your prime anymore, and so on. And so, like, I think and plus it's winter here, and that always seems to do a number on my mental faculties. But, like, I'm thinking that's my problem. I need to get my ass outside and walk around and do stuff. And it hurts because I know that I'm not really doing what I should be doing. Whoops. So I don't know. It's if I sound like I'm not myself, that might be a contributing factor. I don't know. Not really. You're also running thin with city ideas. Oh, I know. I know. Aye, Captain. Rollerblade stream. Ooh. You know, I could do that one day. Rollerblading. But then it would be on my phone and it wouldn't be of, like, super high quality. So I don't know that it would be necessarily that cool. We'll see. We'll see, Universe. I don't personally think you guys would like that as much as some of you have memed. But, hey, you know, whatever. Stack that 6. So yeah, it's just kind of annoying to have this feeling of, I guess it's just brain fog. I saw a really nice video by the healthy gamer, what's his name? He's that therapist, the gamer therapist guy whose name escapes me at the moment. I saw a good video on the subject by him and how brain fog seems to be, you know, a common symptom everybody's fighting with nowadays. And then he went into why, and it was very eye-opening, and I'll admit, I kind of saw some of myself in that. So I'm kind of wondering if, you know, if maybe there isn't an element of truth to that. Like, yikes, what if I'm, you know, suffering from this and it's my own fault? And that's probably true. That probably is, to a degree, there's probably, you know, an element of truth to that. I don't know, man. I just don't get old. It ain't worth it. No, it's more like I would love for there to be some means of like a youth serum or something like that where the effect... honestly, I wish we would just defeat aging already. Just have that not be a thing anymore. Okay. Now then. But I swear I'm gonna get this place finished before I croak. One of the two. I always fog on the ideas greater part of the day. Oh god, that is such an awful feeling. Wouldn't be wise if he did and broadcasting would be an issue. Yeah, I would also be like unable to effectively stream that because I wouldn't be near my you know, I keep wanting to say Wi-Fi and I know that's the wrong word. Like I can't stream using data. You know, my data plan. I can't do that. That would get far too prohibitive far too quickly. So no, that idea is very much out of the question. I'm not going to be able to like stream myself rollerblading or anything of that nature. But I definitely need to get my ass out there and rollerblade because that kind of exercise really did do wonders. Like I'd noticed several months last year where I was more sharper and I felt more on point on whatever train of thought I had, or I could develop ideas or thoughts more easily than when I didn't. The cold months are especially the worst because I don't want to go out and do anything. It's cold. And I hate that. I really wish I didn't live in a place where we had winter. Because, like, I cannot stand winter. I fucking hate the goddamn cold. Ugh. The cold is the worst. And that's partly why. It robs me of most of my everything. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do anything. It's just terrible. And I've kind of always been that way. And so now I guess, I don't know, the effect is only more prominent now. Hey, Leo, how are you? Lego building stream? I don't have any Legos to build, man. That, and I'm not a Lego builder in the first place. Now, digital Legos, aka Mincraft. I will happily do that. Whatever the fifth element says, what? We need the fountain of youth. I think it's more we need to learn how to defeat the aging process. Because aging is a disease like so much else. And it's not a disease we're really like doing much about right now. And it's really not like easy to defeat. It's just not. And well, what can you do? Okay, so I'm trying to remodel the insides of this to sort of get all the bits and bobs in place. I want to have a clearer idea as to the internal structure I have to work with here. Okay. Yeah, I like how open this whole area is. Oh. I need a block here. Oh, damn it. Stop defaulting to fucking survival. There we go. Now then, I'm like, I'm not even sure what to like talk about right now because I'm just so all over the place mentally. Like, ugh. Listen. Dig build, what now? Super cold, like 60% of the time in New Zealand because of how low we are. Oh, yeah. Your latitude is, like, not enviable. Aren't you guys closer to, like, the southern pole? The South Pole or whatever? Ah. Yeah, you guys must not have it too well. I know that sucks because it's so, you know, the cold is unavoidable. TF2 stream, I don't play TF2. So never. What's a good, oh, I know what I've not been doing, what I should be. I haven't gone into my questions document in a very, very long time. And I feel kind of bad, because people asked me questions months and months ago, and I never really, like, did anything with this. Oh, wow, this is from a while ago. Out of curiosity, how do you normally start planning your Minecraft building bases? I'm waiting to renovate a map art base and have it a central base that will, and it will be to make it more permanent. However, there are several things I need to account for in terms of farms and whatnot. I'm sure you've run into something similar with the Sea Spire and all the Space Valkyrias, so I'd love to hear how you went about it. Ah, okay, so starting and planning a build. Oh, man. So actually, it's funny, this is a more relevant topic more recently now than it was when it was asked. I guess when this question was initially asked, I didn't really have an answer. But now I've actually got a really good one. So, when I started making my base on Constantium, with Constantium, we're in a unique position. We don't have anything on Constantium except for like a handful of donated shulker boxes of like tools and god apples, and that's about it. You know, our provisions are fairly limited. So one of the things I've found myself having to do is actually make farms. And I found that it's nigh impossible to really appropriately wrap a farm into a build. You can kind of sort of do it, but I find that if you take a farm that you need, you know, some sort of like really, really essential resource generator, like a tree farm, or the sugarcane farm, or villagers, or whatever you're just desperate for. The best thing to do is to wrap it up into the base in such a way that you it will always be loaded at all times. So with Space Valk, everything in the area was loaded constantly. So all your farms are constantly going, and you've got everything going to, you know, keep the production on track. Because when you're building, you want to stay on track. Best thing you can do is to not break or interrupt that flow. That needs to be there, I guess. And with Constantium, we've been able to get some AFK bots. So, like, we're able to kind of keep everything going. Like, for the first time in a very long time, I've needed a Guardian farm. And it behooved me to make a really good Guardian farm, so that when it's running, I'm actually getting the stuff I need from it. You know, things of that nature where you're making the most of your time and making the most of your space. But obviously, when you make a base, you want everything to look good. Sometimes I find it's a balance. You gotta sort of trade off the aesthetic of the place, instead of like having everything look good. And then maybe you can go back later and ensure that the look is uniform, but not until you're like really like ready. Now, I don't know who was asking this question, unfortunately, because this is like a almost year-old question now. But that, for the most part, you want to set yourself up for success by placing everything in the right area, so that when you're able to, make use of it all, you've got a really good, setup to make everything just work. I hope that makes sense. It's very much about planning. With Space Valk, though, I didn't really need to plan super well. I was really good at just throwing things around in my head and making it work. But I also know that that's not normal for most people. Most people have to plan, hardcore plan. Me personally, I don't find myself planning that much. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. I really couldn't tell you. I guess the best piece of advice I can really give you is just put everything together in such a way that it looks interesting, and that you can constantly load the area while you're there, so that you can take advantage of the farms and their power output. You've got all of this stuff that you are constantly taking advantage of, and it just works. Make the build massive or cut efficiency to fit, make it all fit. Right. And it's up to you as to whether or not you're making everything, you're gonna sit in the area and load everything. Because we have bots that we're using. Really, I feel like this era is the era of botting. Most places now have a botting system or some sort of for example, when we were doing the Midnight Council, something people were doing to avoid the queue is to just have a proxy that they would log into. And that way they would never have to wait in the queue. Their account was just always AFK online somewhere. And they were never, missing out. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the sort of direction that everything is going to start heading in, and it's unavoidable. There's just always going to be an element of, we're AFKing because that's what you have to do now. The Masons, when they made Sky Mason, used baritone botting to dig out all of that giant area. And I feel like that is definitely the trend going forward. Everything is going to be botted to a degree. Alpha, this just sort of made me chuckle when we first got onto Constantium when it had updated. He mentioned that the first thing he did when he got out to New Nether was to just baritone up a bunch of netherite, and that it just made sense to, And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. It would be foolish not to just use baritone for whatever project or for whatever menial task you need it to, and just go from there. And I'm just like, that may just be how we go about making our bases now, from now on. We may just do nothing but baritone botting for the really menial stuff. Now I'm still planning stuff by hand and and by MS Paint and stuff like that. And I guess there's always going to be an element of that to most of what I build. But that, baritone and the advantages of, really good tools like baritone, the advantages these tools offer, they really are bar none, second to none. You definitely need to consider having some element of automation via a script, or using, like I said, using baritone. Doing something of that nature is always, you're gonna have to, I feel like. We won't have a choice. Awesome mega bases will now, in the future, have an element of automation to them. And that's just how it is. And yeah, that may suck. You know, some people don't like that idea. But the efficiency of having, you know, a bunch of bots doing stuff for you, just to AFK, if nothing else, that is second to none. It really, truly is. You can't, like, beat that. So yeah, I hope that helps. That it's someday we're gonna have bots that exploit the hunt. Yeah, exactly. I'm honestly surprised there are not bots that base hunt already. Just because base hunting is something that feels so automatable in and of itself. But who really knows? That may not ever be doable. I could be wrong on that front. We'll just have to see what the future holds. But yeah, that's a thing. If you're going to build a base and design it, you will definitely want some element of automation involved. If you're building farms, you want everything to be loadable in a small enough area. And yeah, you're just going to have to, like... Maximizing efficiency makes sense. Like, even we've kind of started doing the maximizing efficiency game. And it's not an easy game to keep up with. It feels like there's always some new innovation now. Minecraft has not had it's not been the exact same game for a long time. But I like that. I like that it's changing still. I just hope it's not gonna go the way of the dodo with Mojang or anything silly. Microsoft, yeah, running everything into the ground. Just whatever crazy unforeseen stuff. Primitive base hunting bots? Wow, really? Start and sit at 9S. Your base efficiency doesn't matter because it's there 24/7. Yeah, it does and it doesn't matter. It's really paradoxical. Efficiency still kind of matters, but only to like a certain degree. Beyond that point, it's very diminishing returns. Like, I think we've had Alpha's bot AFK autofishing for us since like this time December. So for about a month and a half now. Or not a month and a half, about a month and a week. Or it was probably what, early, like 2-3 days before Christmas is when it updated. So yeah, ever since then. And it's just like, we've not really wanted for anything, you know? Like, we were asked by somebody I know, a contact on Constantium, for some amount of new items, and I was like, well, other than just like stuff that I already need, not really. Like dyes. You know, dyes would be great, because certain dyes are really hard to farm. But that, all in all, I'm not really hurting for anything beyond that. And yeah, that was about it. Like, Alpha, I asked Alpha to get us a few shulker boxes of sand from my contact, and he's like, Jack, I'll go to a desert and dig up sand for you. We're not getting sand. And I'm like, well, but it's a pain in the ass to go dig up sand from a desert. Like, I don't want to have to do that. And he's like, don't worry about it. We can baritone it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess we can baritone it, can't we? Because that really wasn't a thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's really something you have to always be thinking about now. You can just baritone up XYZ and go from there. And I guess that's fine, but that's an example of what I was talking about, how this is kind of the meta. And we were railing about the Crystal PvP meta last night. Well, now the base meta is, you know, because don't think there isn't a meta to how to make a base. There is. There very much is. You can make whatever blocks in whatever configuration you want, but like, what do you do first? What are your priorities when you establish a base? And I'm kind of like, yeah, that's a good point. Like, bases have a rhyme and a reason to them. Bases are not just chaotic jumbles of builds, at least not the good ones. The really high-end bases that are trying to be on top. They're trying to be the good ones, the amazing whatever that you take note of. And yeah, like, definitely. There is a meta to how bases are made. It's not all just pretty builds and blocks. It is, you know, there's a method to the madness of making things, especially if you want your base to feel, you know, cohesive. And honestly, like recently with the Midnight Council, I've had a pretty good lesson on cohesion. Cohesion is another element of base building that very few people think about or discuss. And yeah, that's a very real thing. And that was something that we all remarked on during the closing ceremony of the Midnight Council, how cohesive the entire base had become. And we were all like, yeah, wow, we did it right. Not having bajillions of duped items did us a favor. And I'm not saying you can't have a good cohesive base with bajillions of duped items. You can. But I think that speaks to the spirit of the question this person was asking. Like, how do you go about ensuring you have everything you need and also, you know, you get everything... Because time is a bit of an element here. You know, you will have people on your trail. People who may or may not inadvertently stumble upon your base. And then you're at their mercy. So you definitely want, you know, you want to get done sooner rather than later. Also, I'm liking how this interior is coming out. Oh yeah, of course Mojang is going to go to... Yeah, I know. Mojang is going to Mojang. You need a chest organizing bot. You hate Crystal PvP. It's so boring. I know. That's really my primary gripe with it, is that it is a solved meta. And solved metas are not fun. But I don't want to go back into the Crystal PvP debate again. That we kind of exhausted that last night. But yeah, it's definitely worth like changing things up every now and then. But anyway, yeah, that's a good question. Okay, how big is Valkyria? Valkyria was only like 200 to 300 blocks long. Valkyria was very much all over the place. There were lots of things and builds that did not fit, and it was very like I was talking about. It lacked that cohesion. Even though I loved it to death, like, yeah, it was definitely a messy base. Probably like, just because of how it was formed, it couldn't have been any different. Valkyria, for those of you who don't know, was one of the first major, not really public, but like very big and inclusive bases. Like almost everybody who frequently played at that time was at Valkyria, if they were trustworthy. Valkyria was interesting because it showed that a bunch of people who didn't know each other could come together and build and not screw each other over. And there were, you know, friendships. There was a dynamic there. There were, you know, ideas at work. It was interesting. Would love to listen to stream play a game, but you can't because your Wi-Fi router is dying. I'm sorry, man. It's okay on 239, 67 hertz. Wow. And still bad. Oof. I feel for you, man. Get well. Get well soon. I guess that's a statement of get well soon. I don't know. Are Chad police cars unironically based? I don't think I understand what that's about, or where this question originates from. But I guess I'll go with yes. I'm really not, like, is this a meme of some kind? I don't understand. I didn't even know who posed the question. Kind of want to make a pre 1.9 Anarchy server? Ooh. Well, you can do that, but I warn you, the first dupe you have, PvP will be a nightmare. Mostly because PvP in pre 1.9 had, like, it was very much no fun allowed. It's even worse pre 1.9 than Crystal PvP. If you hate Crystal PvP, you will hate 1.9 PvP, or pre 1.9 PvP, excuse me. Because it's even longer and more troublesome. Let's go on this side. Okay. Now then, let's go on out here and fix this segment to make it look more presentable so that I can slot it into every side more readily. Yeah, it's 10 times worse than Crystal. Oh, definitely. Believe me, as somebody who played and actually tried to learn to PvP in pre 1.8 or pre 1.9 Crystal PvP, like, Crystal PvP was awful, but 1.8 PvP was even worse. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh, crap. I cut this part. Okay. There we go. Now then, oh, this was a good one. Do I ever get bored of Space Valk 3? Yes, I am extremely bored of Space Valk 3. At this point, I would love to, like, put it on the back burner for a while and then come back to it in like a year. I would love to just put Space Valk 3 down for about a year. And I know I can't do that. Because I know it would improve the quality of what I'm doing. But at the same time, it would be very, like... A lot of people would wonder, you know, hey, what happened to Space Valk 3? Why aren't you doing that? And I'm like, well... And yeah, no, it would be a mess. I don't dare do that. The reason is mostly, I just don't feel like I'm on the same level as I used to be back when I was making Space Valk 3 for the first time. So there is an element of, like, fatigue, I guess. And I'm just not, like, thinking the same way. And so I don't feel like... I feel like if I gave myself a good long break from it, I would come back better. But as I said, I can't really do that. Focus on hardcore? Well, I already have. Like, that's why I started hardcore, is because I knew I was burning out on Space Valk 3. And I was just like, well, you know, if I'm not careful, maybe. But now I don't know. Okay, where's a good spot to stand to act as... Yeah, I'm trying to find a good reference point. Guess this part right here. Break after 200? Ooh, that's tempting. I'm really not sure if I should or not. That's the thing. Like, it's very much a I don't know if I should kind of scenario. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Okay, this is going to be troublesome to paste in. It would boost my creativity. You're not wrong, TCG Cosmic. Community events where people build buildings for you as a contest. Ooh. Yeah, I could probably do something like that. That's not terrible. Good idea, Sam. Surely even just a month or so break would improve it, not be too bad for YouTube. Maybe. Yeah, okay. That's a good idea. That's a good start. Yeah, maybe just starting from episode 200. We'll wait a while. Also, I've got to redefine and shave off some unnecessary parts. Because I realistically can't use all of this. I just want to get the room design. So yeah, we'll see. That might not be a bad idea. It's mostly just being in the end and building with quartz over and over. I feel like I've done everything I can with this block palette. And I've kind of just hit, I don't know, hit a wall, I guess. Okay. So yeah, good question there. Do I ever get bored of it? Yes, I do. All right. What do I say to myself when I get bored? Ooh. Well, I can't really say anything. That's the thing. Like, it's really kind of just something I put up with. 'Cause like, there's no any way around it. Like, I gotta get this thing done. I said I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I gotta do what I said. There we go. Yeah, see, this is more about the design that I'm hoping for. There we go. All right. So now... So right here... on over to here. Thaumcraft. Ooh, I could do Thaumcraft. But the problem is I've done almost all the Thaumcraft stuff off camera. Like, I did that in single player. I was gonna do a Thaumcraft Let's Play, and then I scrapped the idea, and I'm like, but nobody will really care about Let's Plays anymore. Let's Plays are old hat. It's not really, like, that unique anymore. It's just not the same. You know what I mean? Let's Plays have really kind of run their course. And, what can you do? Crazy Craft. No, Thaumcraft. It's a magic mod. Okay, where did I start off? Right here. Or no, not right here. Shit. Where is the floor that I just designed? There we are. Okay, so right here. Okay, so this is the floor that I've designed to be as streamlined as possible. This may not be a design I can just paste onto the next layer up. Let's see here, I'm right here. Yeah, this isn't a design I can just readily paste onto every floor. Well, I could actually do, what, rotate negative 90? Oops. And then go here. And we'll see how this has affected everything. Okay. So you can't really tell from the outside that anything has changed, which is good. Undo, redo. Okay. So really only the inside changed. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's fixable. Okay, yeah. Ore spawn. Nah, I'm not doing ore spawn. I know a lot of people have a soft spot in their hearts for that mod, but I never played it. I don't know anything about it. I don't care. It was never that interesting to me, otherwise I would have played it. And, yeah, it's just sort of... It's a whatever kind of situation. Ore spawn, I've only ever heard about in passing. So I don't know what it's about. It's not a thing anymore, no, but like, even when it was a thing, I didn't play it. And I don't know how it functioned, or what the mod was even about. So, I don't know, man. I can't help you. But I'm not playing it. Okay, so we got our entrance here. I guess this room can't have... Or can it? I should probably redesign this one as well, just to make it fit in with the others. You know, actually, I've just had a thought. Since you guys are talking about me taking a break, I could just release it on episode 200 and just let that be the end of it. And then I'd be like, okay, there's some parts that are good, there's some parts that are incomplete. Go wild. Have fun with it. I leave it up to the rest up to you guys. I want a break. That's seriously tempting. But it also feels like a dereliction of duty, in a way. So I don't think I'll be doing that, but I don't know. It would be a good way to just sort of like wash my hands of it and be done with this place so that I can move on mentally. And I can focus more of my love and effort on the next, you know, on my Constantium base, on the next thing I need to do. Do whatever I think works. I could, but like, I don't know. If you're not having fun making it, then what's the point? Yeah, that's exactly it, Leo. I'm very much kind of like... Actually, instead of giving it out, I think I'll just do what you guys said. I'll just take a break from this for a month or so. Once I've gotten to episode 200. I think that's a good idea. So that way it's not a dereliction of duty. You know, everything is still very much in place. We're more or less still on track. It'll just be a while. Nothing new. But I'll be maybe more refreshed. More ready to work on this place. You know what I mean? Crack that whip. Okay. So yeah, I think that's a better idea. Just take a break. Instead of fully releasing it, we'll just take a break. I'm kind of eager to just be done with this thing, but then I don't know. I'm enjoying your break on Constantium. Ah, good, Crowbar. I know how you feel. Are you, do you have anything? Do you need a place to crash? I think I could talk Alpha into having you with us. I'm piston duping, and the Minecraft music kicked in and the nostalgia overloaded. Oh, I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel, TCG. The piston dupe. Oh. That one brings you back, doesn't it? Good old piston dupe from 1.7.2 beta. It's like Mama's Home fried chicken or some other nostalgic thing. You can't not go, oh, when you hear it. At an old base you started years ago with vanilla making farms. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, that's what me and Alpha are doing. We're having to start farming and all that junk. And so far, we've enjoyed it. It's been a very, like, rewarding process. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different sort of feel from the olden days where you would have every item under the sun already duplicated to hell and back. And you're just sort of like, okay, well, what do I want to do with today? Well, what do I feel like seeing? You know, but you don't got to worry about that. Because now whatever you want, you have to, like, work for. And it's interesting. Because, like, I was talking to a guy on Constantium, because people frequently message me and go like, are you the real Jacktherippa? And I'm like, yes, fine, whatever, shut up. And then one of them was like, oh, are you poor? And I'm like, well, yeah, but by choice. And he's like, oh, what do you mean by choice? And I'm like, well, I've got contacts, I can get duplicated items. I just don't want any. I'm like actually okay not having duped items for a change. And he just sort of was like, huh? You could tell that it didn't compute with him. But it's what I wanted. It's how I feel. And well, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Starting over from scratch, having no items to your name, having whatever ingenuity and vision you've got in your heart, and just going to town on a plot of land until you got it looking the way you want it. That's a level of, like, how do I put this? Completionism? That's a level of accomplishment. That's it. Accomplishment. That's a level of accomplishment I've not really gotten in a long time. And it shows. You know, you feel it. There's a difference between pre-dupes on a place like 2B2T or on Constantium and post-dupes. And it's nice when you've not had a dupe or any amount of wealth and you get to take advantage of it. But every so often it's also good to like start over from scratch too. Have a private beta 1.12, 1.7.2 server. For your friends, oh, okay, yeah. That was after the first or second donkey dupe before double. Yeah. Dupe stashes would reach 4 to 57. What? Okay. Duping is a double-edged sword. On one hand, you have the freedom, but on the other hand, you have nothing to work out. More or less. I feel like duping is a necessary evil. But that, if left unchecked, it can really, really ruin your vision, your desire to play the game. Okay. Let's go right here. And yeah, duping is all well and good, but I feel like if I dupe on Constantium, it's just not going to have the same feel. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Just that I'm like, Alpha especially has voiced that he has decided to play the game. Like, it's actually made him want to play the game. Because a lot of that, you know, forework has to go into whatever you're doing. And yeah, there definitely is an element of that. You have to actually work at it. So I don't know, I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that tremendously. Okay, I've got to do this room and make it look like these up here. So the idea is that this is going to be some sort of a processing facility. And that eventually I will... I don't know, I'll get around to making it look better instead of a giant empty area. But I definitely want to like finish processing the insides. But OP permadupes like 99% of shit clones, yeah, those are kind of meh. Those definitely have like no value, because then there's no point. Like, it ruins the experience of the clone. Oh god, what went here? Great, I broke a block and I don't know. Oh, okay. Had to have been a stair. Like 5B5T, I don't know how anyone can play that server. People bridge with, yeah, kit shulkers. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly how I felt. When I played 5B5T with Fast Vincent, I was like, ugh, this is terrible, who cares? There just isn't the same level of enjoyment. There was no escaping risks or anything of that nature. I was just like, oh, we immediately got a kit and now we're gone. And that's that. The only difference with Constantium is that I escaped Constantium spawn years and years ago. Like late 2016, early 2017. I don't remember exactly when, but somewhere in there. And as a result, it was just like there was no challenge to it until we were, you know, doing until 1.19. Then suddenly there's more of a challenge. Yeah, I've definitely come to appreciate that if Minecraft doesn't have a challenge, it's not the same. But I'm glad that, especially with a place like Constantium, there's an option. You know, there are things that can be done. Okay. I might not be able to go up that way. Or that way. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't get why people do that. Yeah, exactly. You don't value anything. That's exactly why people do that. Like, what's the value of anything on a server where dupes are just unabashed? Like, the owners don't even bother to patch them or do anything with it. And, well, it is what it is. Okay. Let me get rid of some of these bad questions here. Okay. If you ate fried fish, which would taste better? Red fried fish, blue, or two fried fish? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Is that the gag I'm getting here? I don't like fish, so none of it would taste good. So, meh. Let's see here. How frequent do I upload videos when I finish them? When is my mother's face reveal? Hopefully never. When will I do a face reveal? Never. What shaders did I use? This is probably from a while ago, so it was probably BSL shaders. But more recently, I've been using complementary. Because they're the bomb. Complementary shaders are amazing. How many times have people asked me about 2B2T? Even more frequently recently because of Midnight Council. So, like, more than they probably should. But then again, like, I also understand that the reason people ask about 2B2T so much is that nobody is aware that I stream. Nobody is aware that I do anything, you know, outside of 2B2T. Nobody is aware of the reasons why I do things that I do, or any of that. Like, most people are very much stuck in their own world, And all the reach I have to get to them is when they see me online. And that's it. And so, like, yeah, we laugh at the whole left-handed, you know, am I going to return to 2BT? We laugh at all that shit, right? And they're even kind of something of a meme or a catchphrase on my channel. But, like, the simple truth of the matter is most people don't know shit. Most of them are not aware that I exist outside of a FitMC video. And that's that. What? Oh no, she's here. What do you want, Ellie? What's wrong, kitty? Come here. Come here. What's wrong? Ow. So yeah, it's very much like a, how do I put this nicely? People are just ignorant, and they are not ever likely to stop being ignorant just because they happen to see little old me. So I don't know. What do you want? Wow. She's a cutie. Aha, I knew there was a segment that I hadn't met up here. Kitty? Yeah, it's my cat. She decided to, I don't know, crawl out from under my bed or wherever it was she was roosting. Now I think she wants something. What do you want? All she's doing is just sort of purr calling. A mixture of purring and regular calling me. I don't know. Kitties are weird. Can't ever really truly know what they're thinking. Oh, yes. Wish it would stop doing that. Default. Oh, it's defaulting to adventure mode. I hate that. There we go. Okay, well, these rooms are starting to look pretty good now. I've got to clean up these rooms, make them more uniform like the ones below and above them. Good girl. She a good girl. When you started, you would have been great. If only Fit would have just say at the end of the vid or something, one time. Or when you started, would have been great. Yeah, I don't know. One of your 13 cats tried getting your attention minutes ago. Good lord, you have 13, Eric? How do you... Stop that. Don't claw that. That's an important cord. Get away from that. That's my internet cord. She's pawing at it with her hands. I don't want her using her claws on a cord. That'll be a nightmare. You electrocute yourself and then ruin my internet. I can't have that. Yeah. Good girl. She wants a head pad. I know she does. But yeah, how do you put up with having 13 cats, Eric? We've got 3 and we have more trouble than we can bargain for. Just our 3 really seem to get out of hand. Anyway. Stop. There you go. Rub up against the wall. Yeah. Okay. That's a decent pack of kitties. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I leaked my base chords on Constantine because I got bored and wanted to restart. Wow, yeah, that is a little odd. I don't see why people do that either, Universal. Hey, Denta Hindi. Sorry I didn't see your comment earlier. Let me just go ahead and catch up with chat. Maybe combine the audience takeover and break. Encourage people to give their take on some builds while you're gone. That's not a bad idea. Want to come back and contour them, add a few you really like. Okay. Piston duping and Minecraft music kicked in, nostalgia. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, actually, we might do that. That would be an interesting idea to have some people put in their 2 cents on how to like make a room or two, or a building or two even, on here. Just be like, okay, you know, I'm having a contest. Best design gets to be incorporated into Space Valk 3. Yeah, you know, that might actually not be a bad idea. What's wrong? She's looking up at me. Am I ignoring her too much? I hope not. But I can't pay nothing but attention to her. I have to pay attention to other things too. Prefer dogs because they're dumb. Well, at least you're honest. I mean, dogs aren't like my favorite animal in the world, but like I get why people like them, if nothing else. I guess if you like them because they're dumb, then, you know, like what you like. Oh, well. But yeah, maybe have a contest of some kind. And that's, you know, I give out a building or two. You know? And I say, here, build within these limits. Give it a good interior. Show me what you got. And, yeah, the best of the best of the best after like a month. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay. Holy shit, yeah, I'm getting good ideas. Okay. That's getting my noggin a-jogging. Okay, yeah, I will definitely do that. Okay, yeah, when the, actually, we'll wait until the fan server ends. Because that... What are you chewing on? Stop that. Get away from there. Those are papers I don't want you chewing on. Anyway, yeah, when the fan server ends, a lot of you all will, you know, you'll have aim, but no place to put that. That could work. Yeah, I could have like some of the best builders from the fan server get to contribute to Space Valk 3. That's a wonderful idea. People like Ta, Copperator, Sam, who else? Universon didn't do too bad. Crowbar. I could throw Crowbar in there. We'll see. We'll see. People who I really was like blown away by from the fan server. I could really like... That would be really awesome. Like, I would give you guys, you know, a building. Or actually, I could probably instead just make it to where I give out several types of building and then be like, yeah, you know, here you go. Try your luck. Something like that. And then I take the best of each type and go from there. Stop messing with that cord. That's vital. Oh my god, cat. Here, go in the closet. What's up? See, that's the problem. When cats get bored, they get destructive. And yeah, I definitely see that. Phew. Anyway, yeah, that's not a bad idea, giving everybody a crack at designing the insides of a building. And maybe even changing some of the outsides too. Oh, damn it. That went one block too far down. Yeah, that isn't a bad idea. Getting mentioned by Jacktherippa. Hey now, I'm not wearing rib trim armor yet. You can't call me that until I do. I'm not Jacktherippa until I'm wearing rib trimmed armor. Now, by that metric, Sam, are you going to be wearing snout trimmed armor everywhere you go? I mean, it's only fair, right? Oh, and also, I was on Hermetic Lock's stream last night. He streamed himself doing Hypixel stuff. And I was only in his stream for a brief moment, but I was in VC with him and Bezo. And Herm didn't know a thing about any of the new stuff coming out. He didn't know about the trim. He didn't know about 1.20. Any of that stuff. So Herm was completely in the dark about that, and Bezo and I red-pilled him very quickly on all the new additions. And very quickly, Bezo and I came to the realization that the eye trim that you'd normally get in Strongholds is going to be unobtainable on both 2B2T and Constantium. If 2B2T ever updates, which, you know how that is. But on the off chance that it ever does update, you and I will never be able to wear the eye trim on armor. No one. Neither on Constantium nor on 2B2T. That will be the rarest item because it will be nigh unobtainable. In fact, I would argue that it would never be legal, ever, unless admins decide to intervene. And with Phantom Captain, I could maybe see him doing that. Maybe. Just because, well, technically you should be able to get it, even if, the map's age is really kind of fighting against it. I could see that. I could see that. I wouldn't be against that. Like, Phantom just gives everybody, one copy of Eye and says, here, this is your one copy. Duplicate it via the in-game method or don't. And if you don't, you only get one. And if you mess that up, you got to trade with somebody else to get another copy. Something to that nature. I think that would be cool. Mostly in the dark about 1.20. So they added an interesting new aesthetic change to armor. You can find in various structures all of these new patterns. They all come with different names. Tide. There's Tide, Eye, Spire, which looks really cool. Coast, Sentry, Guard, Ward, Wild. I'm missing a bunch. There are 11 of them in total. And so these styles or patterns can only be found with a set percentage chance from the chests inside of these. Dune was another one. And so these kind of give you clues as to what structure chests you can find these in. So, for example, Coast can only be found in the treasure chests that you get from treasure maps and sunken ships. You can get Spire, I believe, from the end cities. Rib, which we were just talking about, I'll be called Jacktherippa. Rib is found in nether fortresses because it looks like ribs of like a skeleton, wither skeleton or something. Snout. That was the other one. Snout is only found in bastions and has a sort of pig snout motif. Kind of self-explanatory. And these are currently purely aesthetic. You can take a pattern and a type of material, so redstone, emerald, iron, gold, diamond, netherite, lapis, quartz, amethyst, and I think that's everything. And you can pound on a smithing table into your armor piece of choice one of these patterns with a type of material. And so this offers a huge, differing sets of pattern styles to all of these armors and all of these things. You can do this to every type of armor except elytra and leather armor. And so you can really, really customize everything. And even the turtle shell helmet can have these styles put on them. It's really cool looking. Really unique, really interesting thing. And I was talking about this last night, how this needed to be a PvP edition of some kind. But maybe more for like movement and less for like raw protection or raw power. You know, it gives you an enhanced speed or jump boost, something like that. A double jump maybe. I don't know. And so far, it's just aesthetic. And it came out in the snapshots yesterday. So we're all very new to it. We're still experimenting with it. Material types of the same type cannot be put on the same type of armor, so you can't use a diamond trim type with diamond armor. You gotta, use a differing type. So yeah, just an idea. It's a really cool idea. It's a cosmetic update for armor. Yes, it's shaping up to be one of the more interesting ones. If 2BTT ever updates, that would be cool. It would be. You're not wrong, man. I just don't think it's going to happen. I still don't think 2BTT is going to update. It just doesn't feel like it's ever going to happen. I could be wrong. I open myself up to the potentiality of wrongness. But I don't think I am. Who knows? Until it updates, it never will. Yes, exactly. Until it happens, I'm not a believer. Ah, well. Such is life. Would be cool to upgrade Elytra into Valkyrie wings or something. Yes, I would love these trim types on Elytra. I would love the Echo Shard and maybe Obsidian to also be a type of material you can use. Like, think how cool it would be to have jet black Obsidian veins on your Elytra, in addition to your cape overlay. Think of how awesome it would be to, any of this. Maybe it doesn't add a durability increase or anything of that nature, but, you can make use of it in other ways. There's a lot of potential for this, and I feel like it just being purely aesthetic is only okay. It's good, but it's not great. It needs to have something else going for it. I know this. One of the first things I'm going to do is go out on an adventure to collect them all. Gotta catch them all, as they say. And well, yeah, I think we can catch all of them fairly easily with the exception of I. I will be the lone type that you will not be able to get. Unless there are somehow strongholds that no one's generated on Constantium, which I highly doubt. Highly, highly doubt. It's very unlikely that there are strongholds yet generated. Oh, man. God, I wish I could stop yawning. No, it's possible considering the test server. True. Mojang would need to make a server update where they make servers better for 2BTT have a chance. Maybe. Should be an advancement for having all the things. Yes, there should be. I'm not one for advancements, so I don't go out of my way to collect them or anything, but I feel like that is, at the very least, enough of an interesting thing to say, yeah, I can get behind that idea. I'm just sad that it's like, it's not more effective. It's not going to dethrone any PvP metas. That I feel is a huge wasted opportunity. Maybe Minecraft will be updated to C++. No, that is never going to happen. Or it will be Bedrock, and Bedrock will continue to be garbage. So who knows? That might be a double-edged sword, so be careful what you wish for. Uh-oh. Rotate it -90. Crap. One more time. Shit. There we go. Got it all in place. Okay, so this one is in the right order. I've got to update these. This one appears to be in the right order. One more. Perfect. Oh wait. Oh crap, that's right. The obsidian and sea lanterns are all out of whack. Oh. Hey, what's up, El Cayman? Oh my god, you're actually here for a change, man. Welcome, El Cayman. How does it feel to be part K and part man? I don't know what a K is, but you know. You're just in time to see me do more. Minceraft. I don't think Mojang will ever do any Java server performance overhaul. They're trying to get rid of Java. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So they won't waste their time on it. No, they won't. There's no money in it for them. And I hate to say it, but that is a fair reason to say no. Even if it is like horseshit that they're going to try to kill Java, I still feel like, yeah, okay, fair enough. They've had an axe to grind against Java for a long time, haven't they? Ever since Bedrock kind of became their default. It doesn't feel like Java is the black sheep now, even though that should perpetually be Bedrock. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Well, no, let's leave it like that. Okay. What's up, man? I have some spare time to invest in Space Off Theory. I'm happy to tell you I'm free from the Backrooms content curse. Oh, good. I'm sorry you got dragged into the Backrooms content curse, but I don't regret telling you to watch Kane Pixel's series. It's too good to pass up, you know? Bedrock is so much more accessible, but it's also so much worse. Bedrock is actively under-maintenanced. Like, you can tell they don't care. 3, here. There we go. There's just not, like, a reason to jump ship and go to Bedrock. You know what I mean? And I hope I never have to. I hope I never have to boot up Bedrock. But the lack of tools, the lack of mods, the lack of, like, deeper understanding of how the game works, the copious bugs, there's just so much going against Bedrock. I have zero reason to want to use it, to play it, to care for it. None of that. Bedrock Adventures is the only version you would quit? Yes, same here. I'm hoping that Hytale, which I've been seeing stuff about Hytale recently. I would hope that Hytale would be ready to kind of like suck up the Minecraft audience that is dejected because of Mojang Microsoft. I hope they are ready to pounce on that shit, because I have a feeling it's coming in the next 3 to 5 years. But that if they're smart, they'll do it. They'll make an open beta or something like that, and then they'll immediately snare the audience that is, you know, or post Minecraft. Because Mojang Microsoft is going to shoot themselves in the foot here when they kill Java. And when that happens, they'll inevitably stop supporting Java servers and so on. So that means no authentication, no login, none of that, no multiplayer. Like, eat a dick, it's going bye-bye. And that's just all there is to it. And when that happens, you know, you have a lot of very mad, very homeless players who will be more than happy to join and play your game if it is basically, you know, Minecraft 2 Electric Boogaloo, but by hopefully a better studio. And there you go. That could work. So that is at least a measure of intelligence on their part if they are to be trusted or not, I feel. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I screwed this up. There we go. Oh yeah, I love this pattern now. This is pretty good stuff. Consoles, phones are the ones who perpetuate it. Yeah, I know. Yep. The predatory in-app purchase will probably never go away, I hate to say, because it's such a viable monetization model for so many games companies, etc. How do you get away from it, you know? It's like getting away from heroin. It's a perpetual evil. It's like getting rid of drugs. How do you get rid of drugs? How do you stop drug abuse forever and ever and ever? Well, the answer is you can't. And that's just the long and short of it. It's always going to be there in some element to some degree. Likewise, with smartphones being omnipresent and people always having access to, you know, the internet, things on the internet, etc., like the predatory in-app purchase model will always be there. And that's just all there is to it. I hate to say, watch Fitz video about an anarchy server 2B2T. Is it? Well, maybe. I hold out hope that a 2B2T of some sort could eventually exist. Maybe not from day one, but eventually would be allowed to exist on a Hypixel, Hytale game. Because, well, anyone with half a brain saw 2B2T's meteoric rise and, you know, what that offers in as far as, like, a community. So, if you allow it, again, maybe not from the outset, but eventually, if you allow there to be a 2B2T to organically form, we could maybe see, you know, there could be some, I don't know, something like that. Now, if I were Hightail, I would build a censorship system into the chat and give you the option to turn it off per server upon signing into, or at the very least, like, wavering your rights. If you waver your rights away by, opting into the system, then you can't complain. And there's no legal anything that can be held against Hightail or Hypixel Studios. And then you would be like, you're on your own. And whatever happens on that server is just whatever. Like, you got to deal with it because you have waived your rights. And you make it, in full legalese, and you make it bulletproof so that a 2B2T-like place could exist, and that would be the end of it. There would be no case anyone could make, and it would be as free speech or no free speech as the person running that server would allow for. At which point, any liability that, because see, that's the thing. Like, I know that a 2B2T where you can say the N-word and things of that nature, that would be a huge liability in this modern day from their perspective. And so if they could, like, somehow, I don't know, iron that out with a legal contract of some kind and just be like, no, like, you've agreed to this, you signed and wavered your rights away, that's the end of it. Yeah, there would be a lot of fuss. That won't stop people from complaining, but it will stop any legal action from being taken, which is basically the brute force of anti-free speech people being able to take away stuff such like that. And thus, you could see a 2B2T potentially flourish under those circumstances. One where Hightail wouldn't be able to do anything or say anything, they wouldn't intervene. There you go. I don't know, hell, I might even want to try to run a 2B2T Hightail thing. If it's like super user-friendly to try and run a place. I don't know, maybe. It'd be interesting. Those random deaths are why there's no hardcore mode in Bedrock? Yeah, probably. The world looks normal. There's a small gap. You can fall through the world. Ant Venom has a vid on it. Really? Damn. That's unfortunate. I don't know how far it is, but it's a reasonable distance for the average player to explore. Oh, really? I'm also excited for what Relogic makes after Terraria. Yeah, I'm wondering what they're on to about Terraria is done, but they've not, like, finished. I don't know. Hightail looks like Roblox. It looks better than Roblox. It looks like a fusion between Roblox and Minecraft, but in a good way. And I feel like that's a step in the right direction. I'm not against, like, bad graphics, and I'm not against good graphics. I just want a quality game that I will look back on, like, for the most part with Minecraft, and go, yeah, wow, I enjoyed the hell out of this thing. This game used to be so good. But I don't want to look at Hightail and go, yeah, used to be. Like I'm kind of starting to look at Minecraft. I don't want there to be a used to be. I want a game that will maintain this level of quality and not screw it up. But that may be asking too much. I don't know. Same idea of a source for people to make their own game. Exactly. And that's cool. That's interesting. About falling through the Bedrock world, your friend recorded one of their friends falling through the Bedrock realm and we had to back up the world. Good lord. What a nightmare. Minecraft Sports Bliss, and Venom was talking about it. Basically the same thing on Bedrock. Ah. when the game lags, the user interface looks like an unloaded browser. Are you referring to Bedrock or are you referring to like Hytale? I haven't seen enough stuff on Hytale yet. A bug rock bug. Ah, okay. Well, they didn't make the game better in Java. Notch made the game okay, and then over time they figured out how to stabilize it. But that's because they were actively developing on it. They're not actively developing on Bedrock. They're not trying to make it better. Whoops. That's the difference between the two. They're actively still doing stuff with Java. They're not actively trying to make Bedrock better. You can tell there's a difference of effort. And it's a sad, sad state of affairs because, well, it just shouldn't be that way. But what can you do? Java has all the pre-Microsoft devs, exactly. They've got the people who know how to make the game decent. And there is just no such thing for Bedrock. Okay. Oh, once again, cannot stop yawning. I don't know why. I'm sorry, everybody who yawns when I say that. Okay, so we got 4 sets of 1, 2, 2, 3, 9. Okay. So 4 sets of 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 9. Okay, cool. The only thing about Bedrock is right is multiplayer and some small stuff like being able to put leads on boats. Yeah, that's not enough to like make it worth it in and of itself. Really makes you wish that Minecraft would just like, I don't know. It makes you wish it'd be bought out by somebody better. Someone who actually cares about it. One block tall little window. Wait a minute, I'm messing something up. Oh, it's 5 sets. Okay, I see now. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, I think I got this pattern down pat now. Oh well, Jeb should buy Mojang. That ain't gonna happen. They pay his paycheck. I was hoping, like, maybe Notch or someone more competent. I don't really know who else that would be, but, like, just someone who cares. Someone who isn't gonna milk it into oblivion and annihilate the integrity of the game. Someone who will actually, like, make it fun. But I guess no such being exists, not really. Like, this is some really pie-in-the-sky, you know, artificial thinking. Like, it's probably not gonna happen. Like, we kind of have to, you know, resign ourselves to Mojang being the sellouts that they are, and Minecraft being owned by Microsoft, and probably just finding another game. We may just have to come to terms with that. I don't know. Oh no, that's 5 blocks, okay. There we go. Oh man. My muscle in my neck is hurting again. Oh hey, El came in. This is why you play indie games? Yeah, a little bit. How much is Minecraft worth? Oh, billions of dollars. The thing of it is, when they bought it from Notch, they shelled out so much money. They're gonna make sure they get their money out of Minecraft. Like they're going to recoup their losses, and that means making Minecraft pay to win or whatever they got to do to ensure they get what they want out of it. Like, Microsoft is that way. They're not going to, you know, relent. Like, they own the place. Of course they're going to make it, you know, their little whipping boy or whatever. Whipping game, I guess is the right phrase. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Like, we're due in for Microsoft controlling it and using it pretty much exactly how we're thinking. Simply because, well, they've owned everything else. Everything else they own, they've run into the ground, and we've seen it. We've seen it happen. We know what to expect. You don't spend billions of dollars on a game and don't intend to get some sort of recompense out of it. This pattern is off. Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh well. Like I said, I'll probably jump ship and go to Hightail. It'll probably be worth it by then. We'll have to see if it ends up being open beta or some such like that. Okay. Oh, and that's another thing I just suddenly realized. There probably won't be a server named if Hightail ever does get to that success. There probably won't be a server named 2B2T. Because I bet you they own the trademark, whoever they are, you know, the people that run and own 2B2T. They probably own the trademark on that. So, actually, there probably won't be a 2B2T Hightail that is not obviously run by Housemaster / the League of Shadows or whoever the hell they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 3, though. 2, 3, 4, space 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, pattern established. So yeah, actually, it probably won't be possible to call a Hightail server 2B2T without getting in trouble with them or some such like that. Who really knows? At least that wouldn't surprise me. Hypixel Studio has a lot of pressure on their back with Hightail. Yeah, I know, but, like, more power to them if they don't fuck it up. I want them to do well. I know that the pressure is probably quite great, but, you know, I feel like, especially with the modern climate being what it is, this is a great opportunity to rise to the top. And gut the competition by being better than them. We're here to make a good game and then just leave all the other garbage at the front door and be like, no, we're making a good game. If you don't like that, get out of here. Trademarks are public, so you can look that up. Yeah, that is true. Will I play Minecraft Legends? No. I have no reason to play a diluted form of Minecraft. Definitely not diluted Minecraft. Just as I have no reason to play Bedrock, the inferior version of the game, I also have no reason to play Minecraft Legends, an even more watered down, inferior version of Minecraft. There's no value in that. What would be the point? It's a Microsoft cash cow. Yeah, exactly. If it was genuinely moving or interesting or some such like that, I'd give it a try. I'd give it an idea. But as it is, no. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me so much as chuckle. This is Microsoft we're talking about. That sort of fun will be thoroughly beaten out of the game. And well, that's how it is. I would sooner rather play the cave game demo than Bedrock. Yes, exactly. Exactamundo. That is perfectly how I feel. It just isn't good enough to be worthy of bothering. Because at least Cave Game Test has charm. I would honestly say Minecraft Legends doesn't have any of that. Okay, I inadvertently grabbed up... Oh, damn it. Why does it keep defaulting me to the wrong game mode? Oh, but yeah, it's whatever. We need riding back or whatever it's called. Oh, okay. 2BGT on a Hightail should be 2H2, 2 Hightail, 2 tools. I was thinking of 2 highs, 2 tails. I've already had the idea. 2 high, 2 tails. 2 highs, 2 tails, something like that. I think that would be a charming name, and it wouldn't be, you know, too obnoxious or too whatever. At least I hope it wouldn't be. Damn it. Put me in creative mode, you bitch. Too high to care? Yeah, wow, that's a good one. That's a great, great name, TCG. Thank you. Holy crap, that's good. Minecraft Earth gameplay? Never. I don't care about Minecraft Earth. If it was relevant to, like, Space Valk 3, maybe. But it's not. So there's no point. No point. Okay. I'm trying to just get this room right here. So about to right here, I think. Minecraft, oh, I already read that. Too high, two tails. Interesting, yeah. I feel like that would be at least a little bit original. Because all the 2B2T clones do is just take a number and a letter. And that's it. And it's just like, be a little more original than that. But no, they never are. Oh well. It was the top chat thing, that's why Jack didn't see it. What now? I'm on live chat, but just because I'm on live chat doesn't mean my eyes see every comment. Some old family, own building company called Two Builds, Two Tools sues 2B2T and wins. Wow. That would be funny, but unlikely. Oh, I'm sorry I never saw your message all came in. No, it's too easy to get distracted by what I'm doing. Kerbal Space Program 2B2T 1.12 forever? Damn, that would suck. What exactly did you say? That stop ghosting you? I wasn't trying to ghost you. Feels great to be an El Cayman. By the way, Kane's series is good, but not Huggy Wuggy's Backrooms, yeah. What are we doing today? I was shaping up and making these these rooms here so that I can make this into some sort of processing facility. Sorry I didn't see you sooner, man. Feel like you can. Yeah, go ahead and send whatever you were going to send. I feel like it's fine. You're not trying to spam or anything, and it was long ago enough. Epic gamer moment. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I have two choices. I have continue on and do what I'm doing, or grind everything to a halt and pay attention to older messages in chat. And I feel like I can't and shouldn't ever interrupt the flow like that. But that it feels rude not to read what you all write. So that it's a bad position to be in. I can't do both. I can't. And well, what can you do? It sucks because I'm not that good at multitasking, I guess. Like, I really, really like focusing on one thing and shutting everything else out and then maybe listening to good music in the background. But that doesn't really make for a good stream, so like it's... I'm very hamstrung by that. Let's put... Okay. Let's move out this way. I think a top chat thing as well. Mention Lego when you start talking about Lego. Oh. Well, no, I've gotten into the habit now of switching to live chat, so I've actually kind of like started getting good at remembering. It's just that I'm not looking at the chat often enough, and I can't. I really can't. I just can't pay as much attention. I can't imagine if I had 100 people here, how much worse it would be. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not watching your stream to watch you build, I'm watching to listen to me. And that's the other thing too, like, there are people here who are just here to listen, and that's great. And there are people who are here to watch me build, and that's great, but I can't do both, basically. And I have to focus on building because that's my primary passion. I really wish I could, like, flawlessly achieve both. But I just don't think that's possible. I am but one person. Good night, everyone. To get too high, too tail. Too high, too tail is pretty good. I might save that one in the back. I don't know. Back of my head. Oh shit, fuck. Set that in the wrong position. Take care, Sam. Thanks for coming out, by the way. There we go. Nice and shaved. Let's stack this, what? 10, 20 that way. I love how multi-layered this particular building happens to be. Really interesting. Okay. And then it's like right here. Perfect. Gotta try to sleep too. Okay, take care, Stone. Thanks for coming out, man. You the best. With an extra S on the end. Okay. Cool. We got that. You Lego bit I mention, every time you hear you say Lego, keep imagining a Lego Space Valkyrie set. Oh my god, I would love that. That probably will never happen, but god, I would love that. Never spent your time in Minecraft getting good at one specific thing, so that's why you like vanilla servers, because you don't have to focus on one thing, you can do whatever you feel like. Fair enough. But specialization is the reason I play Minecraft at all. I can do a thing and get really good at that one thing. Ooh. So yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act. Now honestly, Minecraft hits that balancing act quite well. Okay, position 2, set air, there we go. That should about do it. This is the dimensions, the rough dimensions of the inner rooms that I want to copy. Okay. Almost kind of got a yin-yang symbol look going. Position 1. And the Lego Spaghetti would be a 2B2T version or my version? Oh god. It would have to be a 2B2T version because my version would just be too absurdly large. It's funny you mentioned that. I do actually have, Eric, I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about these. It's been a while since I talked about them. I have a Lego set of, and it's one of those Lego miniature architecture sets. So I've got the Space Needle from Seattle. I've got the Empire State Building, and I've got the Guggenheim Museum. And I've assembled all three of them. They're really cool. I have those on my desk somewhere. And yeah, like the Lego sets that are just like cool little buildings, I can imagine a Space Valk 3 Lego set being like this. You know, it wouldn't be a big massive thing. It would be like one of those little miniature architecture sets. That, and it would purely be of just the central pillar. Simply because I don't think you could have anything more complicated than this. This is already well more complicated than any Lego set that I've seen. So if it were a mini architecture thing, you could probably get away with it. But insofar as like making it a big bad Lego set, you're looking at some really funky stuff if you did that. I don't think it would be possible. I don't. If you're not going to make it something small like that Lego architecture set. Right here. Oh, wait. Bingo. Undo. Redo. Oh, wait. Undo. Oh, some of these aren't right. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's fix it. There needs to be a hole out there. It's sort of like a window in a way. Space Valk 3 Lego set would be largest ever. Maybe. I imagine there are better, bigger things you could make. Though, if you made it a full-blown set, it would certainly be the biggest for a good while. And however many hundreds of dollars it would cost to both develop and you buy. That would just be absurd. I don't know. It would be awesome, but at the same time, I don't think it would be... I don't think it's as feasible as, like, maybe people want it to be. I would love for it to be, like, super hyper detailed with, like, every bit under the sun. Yeah, that would be awesome. But I also know that that is far too unrealistic. So I don't know. I'm a bit torn. All you have is similar to that of the 4D Cityscape time puzzle. It's amazing to build. Wow, really? One of those build in your garage sets. Yeah, pretty much. I saw a guy, and he wanted to, like, shoot himself in the head after he'd finished doing this. So, like, that's just to show you how in-depth his work was. He made a sculpture of a small island and cut it, every little block, out of, he tried to make them all as symmetrical as he could, out of some sort of polymer clay. And then he fired them all and colored them. And he pieced it together block by block and then resined it all together. And it looks really awesome. But it took like weeks and months of building and prepping and cutting and all that. And that was just a tiny, tiny little island. And then I was like, but Space Valk 3 is millions and millions of blocks large. And then I'm like, that's millions and millions of blocks of polymer resin, or polymer clay rather, that you would have to chop up, fire, and get into the right shape. I think that's insanity. That is the definition of insanity. I'm pretty sure you would go insane. If I'm burning out just by building on this thing for literal years, I don't want to do a model like out of styrofoam, or he used polymer clay, but like I think styrofoam would be your best bet for something like that. But even then, it's just nuts. Oh man, this is off center. Right here? Wait a minute. Undo. Redo. Undo. Redo. Okay. So at least the outside doesn't look like it's changed much. Or it shouldn't have. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. 4D Cityscape is basically puzzles of 3D cities. Suggest you Google it. You have 14 of them from New York to Dubai. Good lord. Big Nick is on the chat. What? Where? Hey, Black Belt, how are you? Hey, Ben Harrison. Imagine the pain to put it together. Oh yeah, I know. The pain to put it together would be insane. Who is Big Nick? You mean XCC2? He left? Where was he? I didn't see him. Damn it. Well, if XCC2 was here, I missed him. That's unfortunate. Big Nick Zero or somebody else? Big Nick Zero is XCC2. Big Nick Zero, yeah, okay. So that was XCC2, so he was here. Damn. I'm sorry I missed him. Oh well. Could be worse, I suppose. I'll just message him later and say hi. Okay. Gotta get all this fixed. This stupid pattern keeps messing up on me. Of course I know why, but it's unavoidable. You know what? I might just have XCC2 and Crowbar for episode 200. I don't know. Since Fit won't be here, and who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I've got 10 more episodes to plan out what I want to do with it. Oh, this room is different. Yikes. Yeah, this room doesn't wrap all the way around like the others do. But on the bright side, I've more or less gotten all the internal areas fixed. They're not as jumbled a mess as they used to be. As when I first built this place is when I've cleaned it up now. Hype, yeah, hype. Also did a Google search Space Valkyrie Lego, nothing came up. Yeah, it hasn't been done. Some reason the Sega one was a website. Oh, okay, interesting. Interview Orson and Joey at the same time. God no, I know they hate each other. I have nothing against anybody, really. But like, yeah, no, I'm good. Don't tell them that either of the other will be there. Oh, that'd be a dirty, dirty trick. No, I don't want to do that. That would start a shit show, and I don't want to start a shit show. Not on my channel. I'm not a drama channel. I do not like drama. I tried actively to avoid as much drama as there was on 2B2T, as often as I could. I don't intend to get myself involved in more of it now. Let's see here. One final question for the evening. What is a question that people should be asking but aren't? Fuck if I know, man. What's my favorite type of pizza? Pepperoni, by the way. I don't really think about stuff like that too often. People don't really ask questions that are the right or the wrong kind. I don't really care. TBH. It doesn't bother me. Ooh, Now, I've actually noticed a bit of an inconsistency. Some of these are on the bottom half. Some of these are on the top and bottom half. Oh, I see why. That's why. They mimic each other. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll keep that covered. Okay, well, I think I've managed to untangle these rooms reasonably well enough, although I've got to do a lot of work on this bottom one. Actually, this should be one block taller, I believe. There we go. He brought together Jared and Halt account. Really? Okay. Jack is Keemstar? God, no. Keemstar, that's the thing. Like, Keemstar wanted that life. I don't really have anything against Keemstar. Yeah, he was a drama monger, but, like, he knew that was what he was. I can kind of respect people who know what they are and embrace what they are. Even if they're a total filthy asshole, at the very least, knowing who you are and embracing that, I can accept that. Even if I'm not exactly happy about it, I can accept it. Whereas, being someone who willingly drums up drama for the hell of it, that ain't me. That ain't my thing. I would really rather not stick my neck into drama if I can avoid it. And I don't really care about the Jared Halt account situation or any of that. Like, yay, they're together. That doesn't matter. That doesn't affect me. It isn't my problem. It isn't my business. Whatever. Shit. Long walk. There we go. Oh, poop. I did it wrong. Oh, shit. Oh, that was supposed to be smooth quartz. Hope I didn't mess that up too much. Oh, maybe I did miss that. 'Cause that was supposed to be chiseled, and then that's supposed to be pillar on the side. Yeah, wow. I really messed that up. Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, man. We're about to go ham on a whiteboard. Okay. Goats are demons of the underworld. God is real. Science was a lie. School was a waste of time. Everyone died. Interesting conclusions you have there. Let's see. Yeah, Mike is on crack, most certainly. Keem was funny back in the day. Yeah, he probably started out pretty good and then devolved over time. That does tend to happen to people. Okay, well... Keem versus Alex. I don't know who Alex is supposed to be. Alex Jones, maybe? Or another Alex. I don't care. Watched a documentary about him. Ah. Well, at any rate, that doesn't matter to me. I'm almost finished here. I'm gonna wrap up this little portion here. 2, 2, and then 3. Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be 3. Bam. Okay, cool. The pattern is preserved. All right. I love it when a plan comes together. Two, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, and then this is all closed off. And then this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, and then that's it. Okay, cool. We have solved the Fibonacci sequence. Oops. Not really, that's just a joke. You use the internet and don't know the classic Alex is a... Oh, that's 6 years ago? Oh my god. Well, I hate to tell you this, but today's memes will become tomorrow's ancient history. So embrace and use them as you will, because they won't be here forever. There will come a day where there are people who will not recognize the Vine Boom sound effect. They won't even know what that is. They'll be like, what's a vine? And then you'll have to explain to them that a vine is a thing that grows in jungles. And then some smartass decided to use it as a name for a web app that died out very quickly. And for whatever reason, exactly one thing caught on from it, and that was the end of it. And yeah, there will come a day where the youth of America, or I guess the youth of the world, really, there will come a day where the youth of the world do not recognize the name TikTok, where nobody understands what a YouTube video is. There will come a day where nobody cares about you because you'll be old ancient history. Ooh, that should spook the hell out of you. Or at the very least give you an existential crisis or something. You damn Zoomers need an existential crisis or two to keep you in line. Nah, not really. I'm just joshing. Got your ass at that duck roll? That's bullshit. Duck roll is old, sure, but I mean, there will come a day where nobody knows what duck roll is. Or Rick roll, even. It's just that these memes have managed to live longer than the standard, which is like a month or two. You gotta understand, this is not common stuff, man. This stuff does not make it past, like, you know, certain amounts of time. Like, there are so many dead ancient memes I could quote to you from 2006, 2007. It'd make your head spin, and you would not have heard a single one of them. How I Shot Web. Itty Bitty Baby, Itty Bitty Boat. Twinkie House. What was another really good one? I'm in your base, killing your dudes. What was another really dumb one? I mean, like, I can just go on and on. 2006. Oh yeah, the 2000 Space, the lolcats, the dog motivators. Damn, these are just... Neon Cat came from there. The Chuck Norris jokes. Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, god damn, that's old. Charlie the Unicorn. God, that's ancient. Flying Spaghetti Monster. He touched me with his noodly appendages. Advice Animals. Yeah, that came out of there. The Cinnamon Challenge. Oh my god, that's when that started. It's over 9,000. Yeah, that was ancient. Giant Enemy Crabs. The most interesting man in the world. Yeah, right. Chocolate Rain. Yo, dog, I heard you like such and such, so we put such and such and such and such. Yeah, like... God, these are old as hell. Success Kid. Rickroll was from 2006, 2007. Damn. It's the only one that's really survived this long. Velociraptor. Glorious PC Gaming Master Race. The Rage Comics. I don't remember that one. Boxy. Holy shit, Boxy. That is such a callback. Neon Cat from 2011. Oh, man. It's Friday. It's Friday. God damn. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's how life is. There are a million dead memes you will never hear about, and ironically, I won't ever hear about. I've been on the internet longer than all of you, pretty much. And that's life. That's life. Whoops. Boxy, damn, I'm going way back. I know. Some of these are ancient. And... Nope. Chuck Testa. That's just life. There will come a day when our efforts and exploits will be lost to time. Nobody will know who Jacktherippa is. Nobody will care. Nobody will have heard of Space Valk 3 or Minecraft. No one will care. Life will go on. Your ancient dumb shit memes from 6 years ago are all well and good until they're not. Did she spell it with 2 X's or 1? I think it's 2. Remember the giant enemy crab one? Oh, yeah. Attack their weakness for massive damage. $599. 599 US dollars. Oh, man. I loved riffing on the PS3. Everybody loved riffing on the PS3. That was so fun. Okay, I've finally gotten every single floor finished. So that it can have a blank something or another put inside. It's finally ready to be overhauled. Fitspans probably don't even know a quarter of what I just listed off. Yeah, probably. Some of those ones you remember. Well, I'm glad you do, El Cayman, but like... I'm under no illusion that this stuff is permanent, or that internet culture will stand forever and ever because of this, that, or the other. No, no. All things fade, all things end. And that's okay. I'm alright with the transient nature of life. Annoying Orange was a meme. He had a YouTube channel. He was kinda, sort of, but not really a meme. It's hard to say. Oh well. At any rate, everybody, I will catch you all tomorrow for Building with Jack. Thank you all for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like and favorite and all that other junk. Subscribe. Follow me on all my socials, etc., etc. We got a nice fat Discord. Link down below. And I will catch you all tomorrow for Hardcore with Jack. TikTok, yeah, follow me on TikTok. All that stuff. I swear I'll have a video out that's not garbage this week. I'm working on Constantine Chronicles as we speak, I promise. I've hopefully done with all the principal photography of all of that. I can get to editing tomorrow. And apart from that, I will catch you all later. Love you. Have a good night. Bye.